How's it going, everybody? It's Stas here, and in this video, we're going to be doing an overall market update, taking a look at the Dow Jones, the S&P 500, and the NASDAQ. We're also going to be doing a trading update, talking about what I personally did today in the stock market, plus a bunch of other stocks and ETFs that I'm watching and looking to trade here amidst all of the craziness that's been going on around the globe here and in the stock market in general. And like you all read in the title, the market's bounced back today. The S&P right now is up 95 points. So am I looking to go long on a bunch of stocks now because the market's up one day, or am I looking to short this rally? I want to go over that in today's video, but before we do, hit that like button for me, guys, if you enjoyed this video, of course, and also consider subscribing to the channel if you want to see further content like this, and join our two free communities, the Discord and the Facebook group. Those are linked down below in the description box. Plus, you can get two free stocks, one valued up to $1,400 from Webull with a deposit of $100 using my affiliate link, which is also linked down below in the description box. So get in those communities, get your free money, and without further ado, let's start off by talking about the S&P 500 and kind of what's going on in today's session. So as of right now, with about 25 minutes left in the market today, the S&P 500 is up 92, 94-ish dollars, up about 3.5%. And this is after yesterday, which, if you guys were paying attention, was a historic day. The Dow Jones saw about a 2,000-point decrease. That's the biggest point decrease in history. The markets actually got halted for 15 minutes. If you guys remember, in the beginning of yesterday's session, we dumped down extremely aggressive to the point where we were down 7%, and the market triggers a circuit breaker, meaning if you're down, or if the market's down 7%, it gets halted for 15 minutes, which is what we saw. So with today's green day, we are still down quite a bit, considering yesterday we were down 7%. So we've recovered only half of those losses. And in terms of the S&P here, guys, if we're judging on the 4-hour chart, the downtrend is still intact, clearly, right? We have a bearish cross on the hourly chart where the 50 SMA crossed below the 180 SMA. And at this point, it seems like we're getting a short-term breather. So this is actually getting exciting for me, because do I think that the markets are going to bounce back to all-time highs right now? Absolutely not, guys. The truth is, we're still in the beginning stages of this CV, of this whole outbreak. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? And if this furthers into the United States, once we get more testing in the United States, that's been the whole problem, right? There's a lot more cases most likely, but we can't do the testing. But once those cases come about, there might be a lot more panic here, meaning that any rally I'm seeing, quite honestly, guys, I know I'm in some swing trades, right? I'm not denying that. I'm in some Microsoft. I'm in some MA, which is MasterCard. But every rally that I'm seeing, despite me holding those stocks, I'm looking to short it, to be honest. I'm looking to play SPXS. I'm looking to play TVIX, and we'll talk about a bunch more of those here in a little bit, but that's the truth. And I'm sure many of you guys agree with me, because I don't think I'm the only one in the boat that thinks there could be some more volatility and some more red in store. And that's not to say that we won't bounce back tomorrow. I could see a bounce back tomorrow as well, or maybe some consolidation, and that's going to be an even better opportunity for us looking to short this rip, because we can get better prices on, again, TVIX, SPXS, or if you guys are looking to buy puts, short, whatever, right? You can get better opportunities at higher prices for the overall market. So let's talk about the Dow. The Dow today is up almost 1,000 points, up 900 as of right now, up 3.77%. And same with the S&P, downtrend's intact. Last time we hit a lower low, we recovered a bit, we rallied, we saw a sigh of relief, we had a little bounce back, right? And yesterday's when we saw that lower low, again, right? Again, the markets went down 7%. Now we're seeing a bit of relief, and this could be our opportunity to short, especially if the Dow Jones gets to, let's say, $25,400. That could be where it ends up getting rejected again, right at around that resistance and right under the 50 SMA. And you guys have to realize there's a lot of moving variables right now. We have oil. This is causing a lot of problems. We saw oil stocks get crushed. Occidental Petroleum, ticker symbol OXY, down 60% in a day. We have the Fed meeting in these next couple of days where they might cut rates yet again. 50 basis points is what people are saying, but that's making people scared because at the end of the day, the Fed is losing ammo to try and save this economy, save the stock market. Each rate cut that they put into place, that's the less rate cuts they can use in the future to try and stimulate more demand in the economy, which it's a scary thing, guys. So we have oil, we have the rate cuts, of course, we have the CV, and there's so much more to talk about. But taking that into consideration, I think that, there's going to be a lot of opportunities on the short end coming here, and then after that, there's going to be nice opportunities for the long investors, for people looking to swing trade and pick up some deals, but that might not come for another couple weeks, couple months. We still have to play it by ear and kind of see what ends up happening here. Now, before I rant a little bit too much there, let's go to the NDX, the NASDAQ. This one's up about 4.29% as of right now, up $342. And this is going up as I'm speaking, and the other markets, SPX and the Dow, those have both risen another 0.5% since I started this video, roughly 0.2, 0.3%, which is a strong way to close the market, and it's furthering my point here of getting a higher price for us to potentially short at a lower price, if that makes any sense, or get some of these market ETFs at a lower price like SPXS. So NASDAQ, watch for the resistance, I'd say, at around $8,400, maybe $8,450, $8,460. This could be a point where under the 50 SMA, we do see a bit of pressure, and there we could enter SQQQ, which is down 13% today, which goes up whenever the NASDAQ is selling off. So this is kind of how you guys have to think, right? A lot of these markets are going up. We're seeing a green day, but realize, and I know a lot of you guys already know this, but you know there's a lot of beginners watching, realize you can make money when the markets are going down too. So you make money today on your long-term positions because they're up, but tomorrow, let's say we do get that dump off I'm talking about, you can put some capital in something like SQQQ, which is risky. Understand that. Do your own research, of course. But you could put some money in here to hedge against the market dropping. And let's say you can make a couple percentage points or whatever, a couple $100, whatever, depending on how much money that you're using. So overall, guys, that's kind of the market update for today's video. We're seeing a bounce back, but I'm not falling into going long completely with all my money in long. I have some money, again, in some swing trades here, but I'm still looking to see a further drop here. I still think there's going to be more down pressure, and I could be wrong at the end of the day. I could be wrong, but having that cash, which I hope you guys are stacking up that cash now, not saying that you should, but of course, do your own research, but having that cash allows you to hedge against the market going down, and it just gives you more ammo in a sense to go in on this market and make money and just make money from the ups and downs, if that makes any sense, right? So let's get into what I personally did in the market today. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on the market. Is this a trap? This little rally, will it fall further tomorrow? I would love to know your thoughts. Now, for me, today I traded SPXS. Clean and simple, one trade, boom, in and out. Not really in and out. I held through some pain. Let's talk about it. So SPXS, like I mentioned earlier, this one goes up whenever the S&P 500 is going down in price at a 3x rate. So let's say the S&P is up 3%. Well, SPXS is going to be down roughly 9%. As we can see, it's down almost 12% right now because the SPX is up almost 4%. So you get that relationship there, the 3x relationship. So this morning, actually, and you guys know if you were watching the market, before this little turnaround, or rather this pretty big turnaround, we were selling off quite drastically. You can see here the markets, the S&P saw a bit of a double top at 2840, and from there it dumped off about 100 points. I'm saying that like it's normal now. Yeah, the S&P went down 100 points like it's normal. Yeah, it did that, guys. This is moving like crypto now. It went down 100 points, and that is where we got that massive move in SPXS. And I said I held through some pain because I did. I bought in at $17.93. I bought in right here. It rallied up. I kind of bought into the momentum, guys, to be honest, and I didn't buy with a massive dollar sum. I bought with an amount of money that I'm, of course, willing to day trade, and that, honestly, I'm willing to let it ride without a stop loss just to have some hedge against my long-term positions and, again, some of those swings that I have in the market, right? So I got in 17.93, held through the pain all the way down through 17.30. At this point, I was down. Not too crazy, but around 3%. Again, letting it wiggle. No stop loss set here. And from there, we rallied immensely up to about 1950 in terms of SPXS, and that is where the market saw that drop of 100 points if we're looking at the S&P. So that is where the massive profits came in terms of SPXS. And for me, guys, I ended up selling off after this second rip here. So we hit 1860. At this point, I was already up a couple percentage points. We pulled down, and for me, again, I wasn't looking to sell. I was looking to let it ride a little bit because I didn't have a big position, guys. Was looking to hedge, again, like I just told you all. And once we ripped up again, we hit around 1880. I was like, okay, let me just lock this in. I'm almost up $1 per share on my position, and I ended up locking in at 1884. So we went from 1793 down to 1730, held through the pain, and ended up locking in 1884. That was a move of around 5% in SPXS, and you guys can see how volatile this thing is, right? After that, it dumped down all the way to $17. So it's moving up and down because the markets, again, are moving up and down like it's crypto, right? This is no joke, guys. So for me, that's all I did today. Day traded SPXS. Let me know down below in the comments, what did you guys do? Are you trading SPXS, TVIX, SQQQ, a bunch of these ETFs, ETNs that we trade, or are you trading something else? I would love to know down below in the comment section. Now, let's break down a bunch of stocks here that I'm watching, that I'm interested in, and that I'm looking to trade here in this month of March during this crazy volatility. So, first off, let's talk about the VIX, right? The VIX is known as the fear index. It is really the fear gauge. That's kind of what it's called. And recently, the VIX has been hovering around $50, or roughly 50 points, rather. And this is an area that we really don't get above too often, right? Last time we got above there was back in 2008, and we all know what happened there. And the fact that the VIX is at these levels means it is quite difficult, let's be honest, to spot trends in swing trades, right? And that's kind of why I haven't been swing trading too much lately. Not that I don't have any money allocated into some swing trades now, but I've been day trading a lot more because of this volatility, and because of spotting the trends being quite difficult. And the trends really don't hold for more than a day or two because of this volatility. And I'm sure many of you guys know that if you've been following individual stocks. So at this point, due to the VIX being high, I'm focusing heavily on these day trades. Again, SPXS, TVIX, as long as the VIX is high, we're getting these crazy swings. TVIX is going to be a great ETN to play, right? This could move, let's say, from 200 to 300 in the span of a day with this type of volatility that we've been seeing, right? And you heard me talk about some of these oil stocks. These oil stocks. Not that I'm an expert in oil whatsoever, but let's take a look at them, right? ExxonMobil, it is currently up 3.4%, but yesterday it dropped from $47 down to $40. Occidental Petroleum, ticker symbol OXY. This one got absolutely slaughtered down, or now it's up 14%, but the other day it was down 50% in a day. BP, this one's up 6% now. Excuse me, guys. But the other day, it was $30 and it dropped to $23 that next day. So oil is for sure seeing a lot of pressure right now. And it's an area that, honestly, I'm not too educated in to make an investment. I actually don't have any investments in oil, directly in oil, that is, through some of these stocks, but it could be an interesting time to consider it, right? Again, not an expert whatsoever. Some other stocks that I'm watching that did pretty well today, let's be honest, a lot of the stocks did well today, are Tesla, TSLA. Tesla was up $35 per share today, up 5.8%. But mind you, it is still downtrending like many of these stocks are. You know, Caterpillar saw a decent move today. Let's take a look at that one. After it saw quite a big move to the downside before, right? Caterpillar went from 119 down to about 105. Now it's seeing a rally from 99 back to 105. So this could be a potential bounce back play. And honestly, guys, all of these are, for me, I'm looking at them as potential bounce back plays, bounce back entry points if this market rallies tomorrow or for the next couple of days, let's say, for example. And honestly, I'm not looking to swing trade these as of right now, to be completely honest, right? NVIDIA today up $5, or rather $13, up about 5.45% here. Walmart up 2.13%, up $2.40. NEO, I haven't talked about this one a lot, but NEO is one that it's actually up 5.78% today, up 19 cents at about $3.48. And this is one that, again, Chinese companies at this point, I think they're risky. But once this CV passes over in the next couple of years, you have to ask yourself, will some of these Chinese companies rebound? I think yes. Will NEO rebound? That's kind of It's a harder question to answer because it is a speculative company. Anything could happen. It could go out of business, but I think it's gonna be fine after this. You know, in the next year or two, we have to wait and see. Either way, NEO is worth watching, but understand Chinese companies are under extreme heat right now. And in terms of individual stocks that I'm looking to invest in and put in some capital right now, Disney's one of them. Not at this price after it's up 7%. I might wait to see if we get that another leg down in the market. I might add more into Disney. But if you guys didn't check my previous video out from today, my M1 Finance video, go check it out. I'm actually looking to buy more Disney. I talk about it in that video. Another one is Boeing, ticker symbol BA. This one's gotten squashed, down about 52 cents right now, nothing crazy. And Microsoft is up almost $10 per share today, guys, up almost 6% on the day. And these markets, as I'm recording, they're continuously going up. So tomorrow's going to be an interesting day, guys. It's going to tell us a lot. Is this downtrend going to continue? Do we rebound, consolidate for one day, and continue going down? And of course, I'm going to be glued to the futures market to see what the S&P is doing, what the Dow, what the NASDAQ is doing, what are the large caps doing, because that's going to tell us kind of a story in the morning of where the market could be headed, at least in the morning, and maybe for the first half of the day or the first couple of hours of that trading day, right? Costco is an interesting one that I'm watching here, up $7 per share today, up 2.45%. And interestingly enough, this is one that, if we're looking from all-time highs to where it is now, it's only down 4%. So if you had an investment in Costco, your portfolio, or at least your investment, is holding up pretty well right now. Target at about $108, not holding up as well as Costco, but still worth watching here, in my opinion. Same exact thing with Home Depot. Home Depot's up 7% today. Seems like it's holding the 223 support, so maybe a move up to 230 could be possible. Gold /GC down $30 today. Quite interesting. Down 1.73%. So this could be an opportunity to go long gold, maybe via GDX, GLD, maybe something of that nature. We see Facebook up $8 today, up 5%. We see Google up $57, up almost 5%. Again, Microsoft, we already talked about that, but Netflix up 4.7% today. So in general, guys, I'm not looking to, again, I can't say this enough, but I'm not looking to dump capital into swing trade right now. I'm looking mostly at in and out day trades, very quick, make money, get out, lose money. If I lose money, that's cool too. I lose money a lot too. It's part of the game, but lose money quick. Take those losses quick. That is the goal, at least for me in this market. And add capital accordingly to long-term portfolios. I've been doing that. I'll be honest. Roth IRA, I've been buying. My long-term portfolios, I've been nibbling, and you guys again saw that in my M1 Finance video and my playlist if you've been following that series. So I'm going to wrap up the video here, guys. If you did enjoy it, hit that like button, consider subscribing to the channel, and also don't forget to claim your 2 free stocks from Webull, valued up to $1,400. That link, the affiliate link, it is an affiliate link. It's linked down below in the description box. All you have to do is deposit $100 and you get those 2 free stocks, again, valued up to $1,400. So I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks again for watching. As always, the support means a lot to me. Peace out.